Good. All right. Tonight, welcome to One Journey. We say, let's make it count. Why? Because we choose life. Life has consequences. Your choices, your actions, they all have consequences. Now, we're going to explore consequences through crime gaming, choice matter game, detective games, and simulation games. Some of the simulation games I like is American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, and Microsoft Flight Simulator, and also Farm Sim. Yeah, lots of crime stories in every one of those industries. Now, today I wanted to really talk about what's going on with Anthony and Amber. Okay, so some skits drops today, and we're going to take a look at them. The very first one we want to take a look at is when Danielle learns from her sister that, let me see, I hope, yeah, I am live. I see the red. What learns from her sister that that Amber is having an affair with Danielle, I mean, Melissa's boss. And this is Danielle sitting, and she is so flustered. She's so bothered. Why? Why are you so flustered? Why are you so bothered? This is none of your business. But she needs attention from her husband. So she will use an outside source to butter the bread. And that is exactly what she's doing, using an outside source to butter the bread. So here her husband, he approaches her. What's the matter? Let's hear it. He sees his wife in distress. She's in distress. So here we are. The wife is in distress. And look at her. What is this? None of your business. Her head is up, her hands up here. She's so worried. Why? Why? Why are you so bothered? I'm not sure. Excuse me. I'm not sure why she's so bothered, but she is. Let's hear what she has to say. Look at that. It's none of your business, but you're almost in tears to the point that you want all this attention from your husband, all this compassion from your husband. What is this about? What is this positioning about? Not sure. All right, so let's go and see. One moment. Look, she's praying. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's none of your business. And if you are so bothered, you need to go and pray, or you need to go find your friend Amber. But this is all this emotion, all this behavior for what? What is it about? Clue me in, because I don't know. So he's comforting her. Just don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. It's going to be all right. What does she need all this comforting for, and empathy and sympathy? It's not her. It's not your personal business or your life. And we don't participate in gossip. We don't make somebody else's life our tea party. Okay? No, no. You don't sit around sharing tea with your husband about somebody else's business. Doesn't work. These people and their mantra, I don't lie, I don't lie. Look, there's 17 works of the flesh, okay? So you may not, you may steal, okay? You may commit adultery, fornication, okay? You may be mixed up in some duplicity. Stop it. Lots of things going on. She's setting the stage for the event. She's setting the stage for the event so that she can get her husband sympathy and empathy and support, because she's mourning that her friend has someone. Look at her. Look at her. Look at the pressure on her face. It's none of your business. You're gossiping. But look at the intensity. What is that? These are all praying women. Look at the intensity that she's given her husband in her face. Here goes terms of agreement. I tell you, you don't tell anyone else. And we don't do that with kids because it's abusive. and it leads to negative circumstances. So we don't make promises like that with adults or with children. Well, if I tell you, you got to promise not to tell. It's out the bag. It's already exposed. It's done. It is done. Look at this. Look at this. She's shaking her head and what is all, this is such a setup because she wants her husband to feel warm to her. She wants him to comfort her. This is all about give it to me, baby. That's all this is about. Give it to me, baby. So what is she using? Somebody else's story, and she's made it into pain so she can gain her husband's affection. This is this is nothing about Amber. This is her using an outside source, an outside story. That's all. Just an outside story. Cat's out the bag. Now her husband is friends with Amber's husband, Anthony. Are you seeing how the gossip moves? It moves. It has an engine. Gossip has an engine, and the engine is moving. Look at him. Look at him. Now, one thing, if his best friend has to go through a divorce, they're all business people, right? Records are going to be pulled. Information's going to be exposed. That's the last thing they want. So immediately, he has summarized that Amber is a cheater, a gold digger he called her before, and now a cheater. Because his wife, look at this wife. She wants the attention on her. She wants the passion on her, not anyone else. Look how bothered they are. Look how bothered they are. None of your business. None of your business. But you're so emotionally taken away. You moving like a cloud in the sky and the wind pushing the cloud. So she says, you promised that you would not say anything. She said that was before I found out what it was. So immediately he now has grounds in his head to not keep his word. Wow. The husband put his hand up in the air. He doesn't want to hear anything else about after nothing. He told her, yeah, I was going to keep the secret, but that was after I found out what the secret was. Look at that. Did you see that manipulation? Sure, I won't say anything. And then she tells him, and he's like, oh, I got to tell my friend. So guess what? So he invites Anthony over because he has to tell him the tea. Gossip, even among men. There we go. So he goes to the door to get his friend. So Anthony's coming over and he's going to learn. Look how bothered he is. He says to his wife, I won't say anything. Then when she tells him, she says, oh, I can't keep that secret. But you promised you'd keep a secret. You're told the secret. Now you tell your wife you can't keep the secret, and you're not keeping the secret. You called your friend to fill his ears. Because he's already called the wife a gold digger. He has called her an opportunist. And this toy man is sitting there allowing people to talk to him about his wife. A toy man. Now, the papers have already been filed for divorce, and they're living separate. They're not sharing the beds anymore in the same house. Okay, sometimes that can happen, and coming and going as they like. He has asked someone named Piari, it should have been you. He's asked his baby mother, let's get married. Okay, now he has someone called D Nash, which I really like. She can teach him a lesson. And running around town doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But now he sits there and he finds out his wife has someone. He simply asks, how do you know this? It's Melissa's boss. His wife's sister shared that with him. Here we are. Anthony finds out that his wife, that has filed for divorce a couple months now, maybe 2 months, and they're not intimate. They have papers served. Everything is in order, and she's going on with her life. And his best friend and his wife are so caught up in what's going on. Look at his face. He says nothing. What's funny about these two men, both of them also committed adultery and cheated on their wives. Now, the one in the green shirt, his name is Anthony. So in his head, reciprocation, because he did it to his wife, left her for over 7 months, went with his paramour, baby mama, and had no thought about it. Enjoyed every single night with his paramour while his wife was home sad. But now he wants us to feel sad for him. We don't, Anthony. We don't. We don't. Okay? And you shouldn't feel sad either because you did it, right? And now it's being done to you. All right. So the reciprocation comes back around. So he leaves, but check his exit out. He is processing. But this particular character doesn't necessarily process his own behavior. He tends to process someone else's behavior. Me, myself, and I. He stays in that kind of place all day long. All day long. Me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. Yeah, that's our friend. Me, myself, and I all day long. So there he is, closing his eyes, thinking about what's being done, and all he's thinking about is me, myself, and I. Not the fact that he put this into motion, not the fact that he started this, but, oh, it's me, it's happening to me. So we want to definitely maintain our critical thinking. Very good. So look how long he's taken, right? He's still standing there. Look at that, Anthony. I tell you. No humiliation. There's no humiliation there. Nothing. He is just standing there and saying, yeah, or plotting revenge. Had nasty words for her for the last 8 weeks. Nasty, nasty things. Why would if my name is Eve and I can be deceived, I'm not going to be deceived or intrigued with nasty words or nasty statements that's coming out of your heart. The heart is desperately wicked. Who can know it? And his heart was pouring it out and talking about all kinds of disrespectful things to her. So you get the disrespect back. All right, so that's Anthony. One moment. And this is what happens when people come into your business. I'm going to close him. Listen to this. He decides that he's going to get in his car, of course. He just left his friend Ben, and he wants to talk to the very man that violated his relationship. This man that he's calling violated his relationship, was sleeping with his wife, okay, before they were married. Just even a night cap that they had before she left to be a married woman. And she never went back. Okay, now lots of people in the United States, they have a big bang or a last fling before they seal their marriage. But this little man, he's actually in his brain thinking, hey, the man that violated me and disrespected me, he's now my friend. Dude, you should have learned this in kindergarten, in 3rd grade. That is not a friend. That is not a friend. Sure, you can forgive, but that is not your friend. All right, so here we go. Let's take a listen. The very man that was sleeping with his wife before they got married, he's telling him how appreciative I am of you. What a nut. What an absolute insane person. This is what insanity looks like. Take a close look. This is what insanity looks like. This nut is saying that Wayne is down for him. Wayne is on his side. Wayne is his buddy. He's none of that. He's none of that. He don't want her. He don't want anyone. He just wants a toilet. Use the toilet, flush the toilet, walk away, and repeat. That's it. He's a toilet man. Period. Okay? They'll show you a good time, but they're not staying. And he's thanking a toilet man. Your wife, you're telling her all kind of evil, but yet you call her ex-lover to tell him how wonderful he is and to give him praise, not even to cuss him out or to blame him for part of this wheel turning. Dude, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You're acting like bros over hoes. What are you doing? You were not innocent. You were not without fault. You were not without fault. You participated in this danger, participated in this madness. You're not without fault. And the one you're buddying up to, buddying up to, that's the one that woke up with your wife the day of your wedding. That's the person you're buddying up to. That's the one you go to for consolation. Is this saying I love my wife? You don't protect her. You run around town talking about her badly. Why should she stay? My name is Eve. I can be easily deceived. Women love men who can rap and speak that stuff inside of us, change our emotion, change our day, disrupt the atmosphere, and bring such warmth in it. You weren't bringing any warmth in her atmosphere. She's crying in the bathroom. You talking about her like a dog all over town. You talk about your wife like a dog. You're talking about yourself like a dog. But here we go, Mr. Anthony. My grouch friend. He's just a grouch. All right, so here we go. The solid dude that pumped your wife. Pumped your wife until she got married. They didn't pump that particular night. But he's a solid dude. This is who you run to for consolation. This is another way to disrespect his wife. That's why she's gone, sir. That's why she's absent, sir. That's why she filed for divorce, sir. Do you get it yet? Is it in your head yet? Is it in your head yet? Before the baby that you had on the side, before all that, yeah, she kept every vow. Once she signed those papers to request to get a divorce, it was over. She was no longer interested in the commitment. It's called a divorce. No longer interested in the commitment. Only, what are we splitting up and let me go. But you couldn't have thought that she didn't mean it. She's not coming home. You couldn't have thought she didn't mean it. She's not even giving you a cup of water. Not even a cup of water, sir. So you can't sit there having me think, oh, okay. No, sir. Doesn't go that way. And this toilet man that only pumps, use the toilet, flush the toilet, walk away from the toilet, repeat. That's women. They're toilets for him. Is telling him, well, I'm not shocked that she's not with you. I'm not shocked this is going on. Nobody should be shocked. No one, especially not the husband that talks about her all over town like she is trash. That does not protect her, does not speak up for her, does not really want to see her thrive. Look at him. It happened to me. No. Your own hands have done for measure for measure. Back to sender. Back to sender. That's right. It's coming right back to you. The same thing you sent out, it's coming right back to you. You felt that slingshot? Boom. Coming right back to you. Boom. Coming right back to you. Boom. Boom. Coming right back to you. That slingshot. Woo! Boom. Why? It's coming right back to you. You can't just do things and walk away. It doesn't work like that. It's coming back to you. Measure for measure. Okay? So be careful what you do. Be careful of your choices. But this one, he's sulking. He's sulking. But you don't want her. You never wanted her. You went for the paramour. You went for the side chick. You went talking about her like she's nothing. He's a joke. It's really sad when you can't see yourself. Let's hear him praise and bow down to the man that was pumping his wife the entire time before they got married. Before. It's funny because he's so overtaken by the fact that she has someone now. He had someone, left the home for almost 7 months with his little side chick on the side. 7 months with a little side chick on the side. He's not thinking about that. Moo, this happened to me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, it's me. Dude, measure for measure. It's coming back on your head. It's coming back to sender. It's coming back. But no, he's thinking, I've been done wrong. And he's talking to the very man that was pumping his wife. What kind of idiot is that? Now the ex-lover's like, wait, that your wife works? So now they're both putting her down, that she is unproductive. You mean to tell me the ex-lover didn't know she was running a restaurant? The ex-lover didn't know that this woman always had some sort of business going on? So once again, they come together because they both lost her. So now they're coming together to do what? Speak down, measure for measure. The toilet man. Use it, flush it, walk away, repeat. That's the only thing he has to give to women. That's it. You look like a toilet, walk like a toilet, he's interested. Even if you're not, that's the only thing he wants, a toilet woman. I just want to use it, play with it, throw it away. And now he's acting like this woman is not a businesswoman or she is not productive. We die early as women. We're going to be productive. Okay? And all of us are at a different stage of development. But then he says with audacity, oh, is she with the cook? Oh, it has to be the cook, not the vendor, not the owner of Coca-Cola, or, well, excuse me, Coca-Cola, not the owner of something even bigger. All you can do is see her with the cook, a sub character underneath her. So that is a slight. That is to slight her once again. And he's still not defending his wife. He's still not defending her. So you want us to feel what? Compassion? We don't. Did you feel compassion? Did you feel anything in the 7 month that you were laid up with your side chick and your baby? No, you did not. You did not. Measure for measure. It's coming back on your head. Then he gets even more crude. First he says, oh, she's sleeping with a crook. Then he comes back. This is the toilet man talking. You can hear the toilet coming out of him. You can hear the toilet coming out of him. Oh, she with the cook? Some subordinate. She can't do nothing but have a subordinate. Then the toilet man talks again and says what? And you listen to the toilet man. And he's putting his wife down, but this the baby man, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. And the toilet man is a-talking. She says, oh, she's with a promoter. Okay, he's a little bit more than a cook. Okay, great. But he is promoting her business and poking her. The toilet man. This is the toilet man. This is his ex-lover. He has nothing good to say about her because they're both lost her. They both lost her. Who wants this? Eve. My name is Eve. I can't be deceived. And if you're going to talk about me that way, talk about your wife that way, talk about your ex that way, you're a toilet man. Use it, flush it, walk away, repeat. That's it. Listen to the vomit. Listen to the abyss that rolls off their tongue. So he says, don't let the vision of this woman that is no longer in your bed roll around in your head, because it's hard for men to take. Ladies, if you cheat, men don't stay because it's hard. It keeps repeating in their brain and they can't get it out. So he's saying, don't get stuck in that area. He's saying, because the toilet man ain't never going to be stuck. Why? Because all he has to do is release. He's only thinking of one thing: release, release, release my blood, my urine, my pus, and run. And give them a trinket, of course. Give them a trinket. Didn't Judah? Judah took all he had to the whorehouse because he had the same mentality that women are exchange. You know, they can have currency exchange. Took everything from the house of Judah that was worth wealth, and took it where? To the whorehouse, not knowing he's actually sleeping with his daughter-in-law because she lost 2 husbands. And it was his responsibility now to marry her. Yeah, welcome. Welcome. So he's telling him, the toilet man is saying, oh, I've been down this road. Of course you have. You've been down this road many times and you like the road. You like the toilet. Oh, a new toilet. Let me use this one. That public facility. You're publicly running. The sperm and the seed not protected. Pumping, pumping and running. Pumping and running. The wheat and the tare, we grow together. So you can have billions, but can you go through that needle eye? Can you go through? So it's hard for the rich man to get his act together and enter that needle, enter that tight place of the Lord that you can say no, no, no. Toilet people don't. Both of them are toilet people because he had no respect for his wife, but he's actually thinking. So they got together. The 2 toilet people, and they have no idea that they have venom. None. No idea they're spewing venom. Now he says, oh, you're going to have visions of her bent over. Nothing has to do with the character of the woman. Nothing has to do with the class of the woman. Nothing has to do with the caliber of the character of the woman. None of that. Only the physical. Only the physical they're focused on. They're not focused on nothing else. Toilet men don't see anything else. There's no value when they meet a woman. It is transactional. Use it, flush it, walk away, repeat. That's it. That's it. And even if they give you 18 million, they walk away, here's 18 million. I had my time. I had my fun, and I paid for it. I paid for it. Then he says, don't think about her legs in the air. He's already pulling out detail of what he was thinking about when she left and married the Joker. Why so serious, Anthony? Why so serious? He actually thought that you were not going to get a payback, measure for measure. 7 months almost gone with the little paramour, came home only for your money. And then when you came home, you want to call her a baroness and all kinds of horrible things, and you thought that was winning? Winning? No, it wasn't. What are they appreciating? That they both played her like a toilet, use it, flush it, walk away, repeat? And you have nothing, and now they're bonding? What are you bonding over with? What's the bond over with? Because what? You're both going to share something, wondering where her legs are in the air? Nothing has to do with humanity here. There's no humanity here. There's no human love or compassion here. That's not what we're seeing. She is with her new romantic interest. We don't know anything about him. His name is Dave. But we really don't know anything about him. We're learning him. And here he is. And here they are. And she's on his property. and she brings her cousin Ernestine with her, and he is the one all dressed in black, and this is his friend um, dressed in black and white. So this is the woman. Her name is Amber. That's in the blue that they were having a conversation with. This is the woman. This is the woman. They're talking about her legs in the air, and she should be, maybe she's sleeping with the cook. This is the woman. He's poking and also he's poking her, and he's also doing her marketing. This is the one they're talking about. You let someone say those things about your wife? Back to sender. Back to sender. You let a toilet man talk to you about your wife? He doesn't even have a wife. He only sees in. You're appreciating this? This is Ernestine. And she likes toilets too. Please don't stay long. I just need to enjoy you and go from there. Use the toilet, flush the toilet, walk away. She's not looking for anything long term. She had a really beautiful marriage, but she couldn't keep herself out of other men's beds. So there's toilet women too. There's toilet women too. So here we go. So remember the blonde lady, she's filed for divorce and she's moved on. And she did meet this particular man to help her market her restaurant, and that's how they got really close. And they like each other. And because her lawyer says they're filed for divorce, even though her and her husband are still in the same house, they actually can live separate lives. And she is very happy. So here we go. Did you hear that? He's smooth. He's a smooth talker. He says, "You're invited to anything I'm invited to." So he's going to have a party of 75 people come over to his house. She is unaware that her husband knows that she has a paramour, a lover, and so they're gonna have a networking party, and he's gonna make sure he checks everyone's Instagram. That's not real high security, is it? You need to check more than just their Instagram. All right. You need to send them an NDA. You need to send them a fingerprint and ID. Okay. You need to have rules about who's bringing the phone in. Look, in the state of Georgia, we don't use our homes a lot for big things or for strangers to walk through because 75 people you can't keep an eye on. We need to know who's going to be the security company, maybe Rafi's security company, to come in and manage what is going on. How are you going to manage 75 people? So here we go. So here they are, jesting and laughing about the event that is going to take place. Here they are, having a ball. Okay. But she doesn't know her husband and her ex boyfriend have come together to comfort each other and appreciate each other. Neither one wanted her. So now in her head, this guy is appreciating me. This guy is loving me. And my lawyer said, as I go through the divorce, it's okay to have a paramour. So she does. Now, what's wrong with her having a paramour? You're still married unto God. Now, she's a believer, but guess what? Believers backslide. Believers get weak. Believers make good choices, bad choices all day long. This is not a good choice because it's just too visible in public. Her lawyer told her not to be respectful. This is not being respectful. It's too visible. Okay? The papers are not signed yet. You're still in negotiation. So, don't think that humans, whether they're Christians or not Christians, humans make good choices and bad choices. What kind of choices have you made today? Put it in the description box below to let me know when you made a bad choice, not a too much detail, or when you made a very good choice. Sometimes when you're in transition, you don't make the best choices. And with this choice with her, she's a little bit too visible. A little too visible. And this is her cousin, through marriage that she likes to roll with. And she's also a toilet lady. Use it, flush it, walk away, repeat. And she loves to be love bombed. And the other man I told you about that's a toilet man, he loves that love bombing too. And Anthony that's telling him bros over hoes or whatever they're doing, also loves um love bombing, showing extreme attention to someone but really don't want them. They just need to use the toilet. Avoid toilet people. They will use you, flush you, walk away, repeat, and you are not significant. And they'll pay you too. They'll pay you very well. So if you want to get in on that end, you can. My name is One Journey. We say let's make it count. Why? Because we choose life. Life has consequences. Our choices, our actions, they all have consequences. And you know what? We got to choose wisely and make it count. Thank you very much for your time.